We are Group 4, and this is our presentation on the case study of performance management at Afreximbank. And my name is Landon Freeman.
My name is Kilmer Calderon.
My name is Caitlin Engano Gonzalez.
My name is Mackenzie Banks.
My name is Carson Kanivi.
And my name is Leandro Cops.
So just to give a brief overview and brief history of the company, Afreximbank was founded in Nigeria in October of 1993, and it was founded as a continental bank in Africa. And the goal of the bank when it was founded was to address the increasing debt and the decline in trade across Africa. And it is a public-private partnership with different African countries being members of the bank. And the goal of this bank is to increase trade mainly, so it works with exporters and importers in different African countries with countries outside of Africa. And so by 2019, it already had 51 African countries as members, and each member of the bank is also a shareholder. And a couple of the things that are important to note are that Afreximbank has a 3-tier organizational structure, with the top tier being the executive leadership staff, and right below them you have the professional staff that work at the different headquarter banks across Africa, and below them you have the administrative and support staff. And this staff is mainly hired locally, depending on which country the bank is in. They also have 5-year strategic plans which guide how they operate their business with different performance metrics that they use and reevaluate every 5 years. And in 2014, the current president he wanted to address some performance management issues at the bank, and we'll go into that, and I'll pass it off to Kilmore.
All right. The central issues that we found in our Afreximbank case study is the lack of an effective performance management system that aligns individual employee goals with the bank overall strategic objectives. Despite adopting a performance appraisal system and later implementing a balanced scorecard, evaluations still remain highly subjective, inconsistent, and often disconnected from both departmental and bank-wide goals. Central issues and why it matters. In the case study in Exhibit 4, it highlights 10 major flaws with the performance appraisal system, such as lack of accountability, strained relationships, and disorganization. These issues lead to employee frustration, low morale, and inflated evaluation ratings. In the case study, it essentially mentions that the performance appraisal system does not help the bank staff directly connect their daily goals to the big picture goals that are listed in Exhibit 6A, the 2014 strategy map, and the 2019 strategy map listed in Exhibit 6B, which essentially show the bank's strategic priorities. The issues also risk the financial sustainability at the bank. Exhibit 11, which is the income statement, shows that profits heavily rely on disciplined HR practices. Problems it may create if left unresolved. Once again, the core HR problem here is the ineffective performance management system. Without reforms, risks include cultural stagnation, where complacency and a lack of accountability will continue, reduce competitiveness as the bank would fail to keep up a pace with Africa's fast-changing economic environment, employee disengagement, with high performance feeling undervalued and demotivated. And lastly, strategic misalignment, where daily employee tasks do not connect to the bank's vision of transforming African trade. Addressing this is crucial for sustaining growth and competitiveness. Carson will go over the possible solutions that we have considered as a group.
So, like Kilmer was mentioning, Afreximbank, the biggest issue is that its current performance management system doesn't really support the bank's mission or keep employees motivated. And to tackle this, we have three solutions. So, our first solution is to redesign the performance management framework. At the moment, the system doesn't clearly connect employee performance to Afreximbank's overall mission of promoting African trade. This makes it harder for employees to see how their work actually contributes to the larger goals of the organization. By using SMART goals and cascading KPIs, the bank can give employees more concrete direction. A balanced scorecard approach would also help by evaluating performance more broadly, including things like customer satisfaction and internal processes, not just financial results. This kind of redesign would bring more clarity and fairness to the evaluation process. Employees would better understand how their daily work ties into the long-term strategy, and managers would have a clear structure for judging performance. Overall, the framework would set a strong foundation for accountability and transparency. For solution two, it is to strengthen the training and development. Even the best frameworks will not work if managers and employees don't know how to use it. Many of Afreximbank's managers aren't fully prepared to give constructive feedback or set effective goals. So, to address this, the bank should provide training and leadership, coaching, and performance evaluations. Employees would also benefit from professional development programs that build technical and leadership skills. These investments would help managers become better leaders and give employees the tools they need to grow in their roles. It would also change how performance management is viewed, less like a once a year review and more like an ongoing process of improvement. And that shift could increase engagement, reduce turnover, and build a culture where both managers and employees feel supported. Now, Caitlin will give you solution three and a little conclusion.
Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about our proposed solution number 3, which is a hybrid incentive system. So financial rewards like bonuses, raises, and promotions can be very important, especially in a competitive banking environment. However, non-financial rewards like recognition, career development opportunities, and even just adding some responsibility to the already determined roles can be equally as motivating for others. By combining both, Afreximbank can motivate a broader range of employees and show that it values different types of contributions. This balance would help build a culture of inclusion and fairness, and employees would feel like they are being valued and recognized not just for hitting those targets, but for also demonstrating that they can work as part of a team, innovate, and even hold leadership positions. Over time, this could improve morale and even strengthen the overall culture. Altogether, these 3 solutions would provide the structure, skills, and motivation needed for Afreximbank to improve performance management. So redesigning the framework would create clarity and accountability. The expansion of training would develop its managers and employees, and the incentives would keep people motivated and engaged over time. In the end, the goal is to make sure that performance management is not just about the employee evaluations, but also about supporting its employees and the bank's long-term success. And now I'm going to hand it over to Leandro for the next slide.
The best way to resolve the issue would be solution one, which we found out as a group, which would be to redesign the performance management framework, which would help realign the company's strategies with its framework by implementing SMART goals that would be more easily attainable since they could build up over time, but also using cascading KPIs to cut down on the company's strategy to lower levels and splitting it up accordingly. It would also help the employees see their own obtainable goals that could align with the company's. This solution would help redesign and fix Afreximbank's performance review system at the base so management would know what to review for their employees and, more importantly, how to access it. This was a big problem before since the performance reviews would still be really high for employees that had less work and didn't perform as well. They would get good reviews for their efforts. So the solutions that wouldn't be as effective are solution 2, the training and development solution, and solution 3, the hybrid incentive systems. So solution 2 would fix the problem with the managers and strengthen the employees, since like they said, it would help the managers on how to give proper feedback and coach the employees the right way. And they would learn this through workshops and leadership training, which if applied correctly would be able to help with the employee development in their departments, increasing efficiency for the company. But see, that does not help with the performance review system that is still flawed. It just helps with the employees in the long run. Solution 3 is good because it can help lift the employees' morale and reduce the tension between teams and employees by giving out financial rewards and non-financial rewards, encouraging them to work in teams and innovate together, and also giving leadership experience, which can help build the strong stronger performance-based culture of unity for the company. But as you can tell, in the long run, this isn't going to assist the company with its strategy, since it's not going to know how to measure their goals or or how to give them out. If solution one didn't fix the entire system and give the company a proper way to assess its employees, then the other two would be useless and the same problems would occur. So in conclusion, on which solution is best, we believe that redesigning the company's performance reviews and the company strategy would be the most effective way to start. So now, in conclusion, Mackenzie Banks is going to give you the conclusion.
Yeah, so in conclusion, we figured out that their performance system is misaligned, subjective, and ineffective. So we want to fix that by going with solution one. We also figured that their scorecard execution has heightened complacency risk. So their employees are stuck doing monotonous tasks and are just losing their overall zeal for the job. We also came up with solution two, so implementing SMART goals and key performance indicators so that the employees can track their performance and know what is expected of them. We also want to increase workforce mentality and managerial relations so that employees and managers have better relationships with each other. We also came up with the third solution of having rewards incentives, both financial and non-financial. So overall, we came up with these three solutions, number one being the best. So if none of my teammates have anything else to add, we thank you for watching our presentation.